He said to reform the school system. We need to find natural-born learners. Where are we gonna find those people?
I have an idea. But you're not going to like it.
I'll do anything to change the schools.
Great. There are 2 ways to do this.
What are they?
Either wait 7 months and 1 week, or start now.
Why would I wait until November? I've been a second grader too long to wait.
Are you sure? You'll get way more learners if you wait.
I can just do it now and get it over with.
David, if you act too soon it will take much longer to reform the schools.
I have to act as soon as possible. Just because Margaret Thatcher is in jail doesn't mean her government will do nothing. We don't have any time to waste. They won't wait, so neither do we. So just tell me your plan.
You're gonna go to the hospital. And then you dress up as a nurse.
And then what?
Wait till everyone is fast asleep.
And then?
Make sure to turn off all security cameras.
How will I do that? There's night guards.
True. We'll get rid of them, and hire someone else.
But how?
Leave that to me. Anyway, here comes the part you aren't gonna like.
I told you. I'll do anything.
Great. First you sneak into the nursery.
And then what?
Steal all the babies.
Why would I do that? That's crazy.
Because, turn in your books to page 73, newborn babies have a voracious appetite to learn about the world around them. Take language. In ordinary circumstances, by the time they are 2 or 3 years old, most children learn to speak with remarkable fluency. Young children absorb language just by being exposed to it. Besides, babies are so cute.
Why would I wait 7 months to steal babies?
Because November is 9 months after Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that is true. But still though, how will that help my quest to reform schools? You don't just reach a point where you say, look, we need to talk. Or more specifically, you do. That's not how language works.
True, but language is just one example of the vast capacity we all have for learning. You need to teach those babies before they go into the public school system.
But how do I take that capacity and translate it to a level that works for them? Just how much are children natural learners?
That's a good question. This will require a video flashback.
The Ecstasy and Agony of Learning,
Written by Alan Bridges.
starring Danny DeVito as Sugata Mitra.
I wonder how much kids can teach themselves in this year 1999, and if they could make computers understand them. I need to study this idea. But who will I study? Old people are too closed-minded. Teenagers think they know everything. That's it. I'll study children. I need to go to a New Delhi slum with my computer. They'll think I have high-tech technology. I will feel as rich as my brother, who already has an iPhone X16. In 1999, hey, do you want to be part of my case study? I'm going to install a computer in the wall, connect it to the internet, and see how kids like you react. I see you don't speak English, so I'll set the browser to that language. Have you ever seen a computer? I'll take that as a no. Are you ready to go? Thanks. I work out. I want you and everyone else in this room to use this computer. I'll be back in 6 hours.
I have no idea what that guy was saying. Wait, are you talking in English right now? No, neither of us is talking in English. Then how come the audience can hear us? Because this is easier than translating captions. So what are we doing here? I don't know. That guy just shoved me in his van. What are we going to do? I'm not sure. Might as well use this thing. Why not call the cops? That's dumb. Everyone knows the best thing to do when forced into a room is to play with the random object you're tied up in front of. That makes perfect and total sense. I know. Turning it on now. Wow, there are things on here. Like what? Look at it. This button says email. How do you know that? Thought we couldn't speak English. Because plot convenience. What if I press this button and type letters? What words are you going to type? I'm going to write a letter, asking it to let us out. It says to press this link.
No strangers to love. You know the rules and so do I. A full commitment is what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just want to tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye.
Hey, I'm back.
Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. We've known each other for so long your heart's been aching but you're too shy to say it.
Oh my gosh. You know English now.
That's not all. Now I can play games, record my own music, and surf the net like a pro, and invent an app called Twitter and get 500,000 followers by the end of the month.
That's hard to believe.
Believe it. This is all on page 74.
Interesting, this gives me another idea. I'm going to take a handful of Indian students, who speak English with heavy accents. The text-to-speech app won't understand them so they'll have British accents by the end of a few months. Then I'll take 22 Tamil-speaking children, and get them to teach themselves biotechnology in English. It's been 2 months and I just marched in. You're quiet. Well, did you look at the program?
Yes, we did.
Did you learn anything?
No, not a thing.
Well, how long did you practice on it before you decided you understood nothing?
We look at it every day.
For 2 months, you were looking at stuff you didn't understand.
Apart from the fact that improper replication of the DNA molecule causes genetic disease, and that we're quoting page 75, we understood nothing.
That can't be right. I need to continue studying children. I have an idea. I'm going to create a Granny Cloud program, where retired teachers go on Skype to help students learn.
How will you do that?
People need to understand what my studies learn. My studies shone light on the immense capacities that children have to learn.
So they're natural-born learners?
Yes, there is so much of it to go over in the upcoming slides. It's crazy how much time there still is to waste. I can tell you this. For the section, whose problem is this? It's the school systems. There, saved you from reading a backstory with no useful information.
See David, Sugata Mitra learned that kids are natural-born learners. Now go get those babies.
That does make sense. Children are capable of learning things independently.
I wouldn't say independently.
What do you mean?
Well, in all of Sugata Mitra's studies, the children were always in groups, so it's important that when you start teaching, you have multiple students. That's why you need to steal as many babies as possible. They will call me uncle or aunt.
Don't you mean teacher?
You're the one teaching them. I mean what I said. Now go get those natural-born learners. Make sure they're free to learn.
What's the plan after that? How will we teach them?
Remember, you need to find natural-born learners, and train them.
Where though?
We're going to create a school, called Everton Free School. It's going to be an alternative educational institution. We're going to institutionalize opportunity for every student, regardless of their circumstances.
They all have the same circumstances. We're stealing them.
Whoa, you're stealing them, not me. And don't say they have the same circumstances. Remember how your teachers expected you to be like everyone else. Don't treat your students the same way.
Nice callback to chapter 3.
Thanks. Just trying to cram in as much information as possible.
You're right though. I can't expect everyone to be the same. That's not a democratic way of education. But I just want to reform the schools. And go to 3rd grade.
That's why you need to make the effort to understand students. Make it personal.
How do I do that?
Did you hear the story of the guy who bought a car?
No.
I thought not. Not a story Dr. Cho would tell you. Some guy buys a car.
بي آلًا بارد جز.
Excuse me, I want to buy a car. Oh my god, you're Jesus. That's right, my child. Anyway, what color? Red. What finish? I don't know what that means. A good one, I guess. Honda or Ford? EWW, neither. That was a test. For not choosing either. You're going to heaven. That's awesome. Almost as great as the new Ant-Man movie. I take it back. Wah wah wah. Anyway, you take for granted that we can personalize just about anything. Clothes, Facebook, even apps. Why isn't education the same? To teach you must recognize intelligence, adapt the schedule, and assess students. Goodbye. See you never again.
What was the point of that story?
To show you that personalization is everywhere, and to make you think about 4 steps to go about putting it in education, which we're going to talk more about in greater detail soon.
Alright, it's baby stealing time.
It's showtime.
Okay, I am in the hospital. I faked a toe injury. Just need to beat up a nurse and take their outfit.
Hey. Who are you talking to?
Oh, sorry. I thought my microphone was on. What are you here for?
My daughter is getting a tracheal shave.
Good for her. That's really brave.
So what are you doing here?
Stealing babies.
Oh. So you're a foster parent?
Sort of like that, I guess.
Good for you. Anyway, I gotta head to my daughter's room. They finished the surgery. Best of luck to you.
You too. Thanks for being a supportive parent. You have no idea how beneficial that is for children.
Yeah. I didn't understand it at first, but we really learned a lot from each other. My daughter and I. Goodbye.
Bye. Wow! That was a really great moment. A child learning something about themselves. And an authority figure who is willing to learn about it. And to help the child. Regardless of what they thought they knew. And for the child to help keep that authority figure informed. As they go along their journey. They continue to learn from each other. It's incredible to think that even though it wasn't intentional. How personal stories can be such effective examples of democratic education. It really is in everyone's best interest. Anyway. I need to get a nurse. Preferably one that looks exactly like me. But what are the odds of that?
Excuse me, mister. Can I help you?
Oh my God! You're the most beautiful person I've ever seen.
Thanks. How may I help you?
Move over, gorgeous. I'm looking for a nurse.
I am a nurse.
Oh, that's great. Can you come here?
Sure. I don't see anything wrong with that. Oh no, I'm passing out.
I'm sorry, my love. But I must do this. To make schools a better place. I'm leaving this random wedding ring. So we can get married after this. Hopefully Disney logic works. Okay, Alan. I'm going in. This must be where they keep the babies.
What's up? I'm a baby.
Be quiet. I'm going to get you all out of here.
I'm a baby.
Because I need to teach natural-born learners personally. So I can reform the school system. And go to 3rd grade. Even though I'm 50.
Baby sounds.
How many of you are there?
I don't know. I didn't learn to count yet.
Right. I need to teach you that. Just stand here. I'll make a line.
I'm a baby.
Everyone. Listen up. I'm getting you out of here. To go to my school.
Hey David, it's me Slenderman.
Slender Man had a son? That's interesting.
Boo did. She looked good, she looked fine and I nearly lost my mind.
Now listen up. You're all gonna follow me outside. If anyone asks. The hospital is teaching babies the conga.
I should call my demon father to beat you up.
Great! Let's go. Getting all these babies out of the hospital was super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Almost too easy. Good thing Elmo is here to defeat you.
Elmo? What are you doing here?
Elmo worked for Margaret Thatcher before you arrested her. It's revenge time.
You're grounded.
Even if you ground Elmo, Margaret Thatcher's curriculum will make everyone like her. There is no diversity of intelligence. Not anymore. There will be no individuality. Not with a national curriculum.
Look around. And listen. The diversity of intelligence is everywhere. Cue the inspirational music. The evidence is in the multiple cultures and achievements that characterize human life on Earth. In science and the arts. In philosophy and religion. Technology and engineering. Sports and athleticism. and all the many ways in which these human activities cross-pollinate and enrich each other, in the ways we allow our intelligence to affect the world around us. These give students proper opportunities, and that's why you can't stop people from learning. Now if you'll excuse me, I have to do the more moral thing of taking babies from the hospital.
Take Elmo, he's only 3.
I don't care. We have enough characters as it is. Bye, see you never again.
I'm a baby. I'm a baby.
Do you have a name?
David Whitehouse Jr.
I was born on the day before yesterday.
Oh, you scared me, little guy. You must be Slender Man's son. You'll be David Whitehouse III, Revenge of the Sith.
So do you think I can teach them?
Yeah, you just need to remember one important thing. One of the features of human life is the variety of individual talents, interests, and temperaments. As a teacher you must define and classify them, for all your students.
Thanks so much for all your help.
If anything, you helped me. Now I have way less time to fill. I'll just fill the rest of the project with random facts from the book. Good luck. And remember, you can always call their Uncle Alan if you need help with your new kids.
Don't you mean my new students?
I mean your new kids. I forged your signature on adoption paperwork. Now you really are a foster parent.
Of course you did.
No, I'm serious.
Well, guess I'll learn from them. And they'll learn from me.
It all comes full circle.
Welcome everyone to this very special moment. Although it took a very long time, and he's really old, we are all gathered to celebrate David Whitehouse passing high school.
Oh my God!
It's Walter White.
I am not Walter White.
You look like Walter White. Though.
I was literally your teacher since 2013.
Walter White. Says what?
What?
I caught you. Walter White.
Gosh darn it. Anyway, come give a speech.
I argue that being in your element is where talent meets passion. We all have different strengths and weaknesses. Different talents. There are some things for which I have a natural feel. All learning depends in part on memorizing information and ideas. The assumption in schools to be either you have a good memory or a bad one. I had to learn that that isn't true. That's what kept me stuck in second grade all those years. I worked hard to make sure my own students got what they needed. From there I reformed education. Different activities need more or less time than others. A group project may take time. Teachers need to know this. Work with students to change the system so that it does work. The people who are best placed to make the change are those who, under the correct conditions, can have the most impact on the quality of learning. That's the teachers. And that's basically the end of chapter 4.
Congratulations, David Whitehouse. I'm a grown man now. Congratulations.
Thank you, David Whitehouse Jr.
How do I sound?
Thank you, David Whitehouse III. Revenge of the Sith. Slender Man would be so proud of you.
No shit, I'm awesome.